Greetings, folks. I'm going to demonstrate this horn for you. This is a horn that I've recently restored that will be for sale most likely, unless I become highly enamored with it. This is a Selmer Super Action, also known as the Super Balanced Action. It's a serial number 49,000. I've just restored it with a beautiful new set of very good quality fresh pads and metal resonators. I don't know if you can really see that. I don't think the light is conducive to your pad viewing. There you go, a little bit. New set of pads. Did some work on the neck, cleaned it up a bit, and removed a pickup with a flush patch that all came out very nicely. I did a bunch of work to it. It was kind of a really filthy mess when I got it. It was clearly owned by a professional musician. Was definitely played. It's not a museum piece. It's a player's horn, but a nice one. It's like, somebody played it a lot, so they kind of wore, they put an area of like their thumb was rubbing the spot to death. So I put a metal patch on there. It's that kind of horn. A real player's horn, something that played so well that somebody rubbed it. My precious. And it's original lacquer. You can see it's got that beautiful early engraving pattern. It's like the Coltrane SBA. And it plays kind of like that too, although it's directly after. I think they changed to the single key guard around 47,000. I had a 47,000 that had the single, and it was a 47,500 something. It had the single, and 47,000 slightly earlier that had the double. So that's when it changed. But in any case, it plays not exactly like a 39 or 40,000. It plays a little bit different. It's just a tad more modern, but it's not much like it's not so Mark VI like as like a 53 or 54,000 SBA. It's its own creature. It's a great player, has an absolutely wonderful sound. Well, you'll hear it and you can figure that out for yourself. And I'm just going to demonstrate it with a few different mouthpieces. So let this horn have a bit of a threesome with some mouthpieces. It's a good day for a horn like this. So we'll start out. I tried to make a video before, but for some reason I think my alarm went off on my phone and destroyed the whole thing. So we're going to start out with this ye old Slant Link, the vaunted Slant Signature Auto Link. This is a Slant Signature Auto Link Florida 6, and it's original 6, contrary to popular belief. Although it may not be news to a lot of people, a lot of original links don't really have great facings, don't play all that well. This one does. And yeah, it's not for sale, so I'm not just hyping it. This plays really well, just as is. Although I think it's a little bit small for this reed, which is actually better for the upcoming mouthpieces. But let's hear it. This mouthpiece and this horn, they really get along like peanut butter and jelly. I don't know if that's the appropriate analogy for saxophones, but they like each other. So, here we go. All right, let's try a different partner here. Who doesn't love that approach, right? Well, I can think of a few people. I'm probably making people mad all over the internet with these stupid jokes. At least I hope so. Can't let the internet get too comfortable, you know how emotional it is. You gotta keep things stirred up on the internet. Especially with the saxophone equipment, because it's all so uptight, you know, those technicalities of horns and mouthpieces. Gotta have a little fun. All right, this is an Auto-Link double ring, about a 101 tip that I restored myself, which is for sale in another area on my website, etc. But another great mouthpiece. And it's a nice way to showcase this horn. So, there she blows. No, it's probably too close for this thing. It's going to come out with some weird ringing tones. If you hear some weird little ringing vibrations and stuff, that's my phone getting excited about how wonderful these horns and mouthpieces sound. Almost. Actually, it's just a phone. It does some kind of ringing thing, or maybe something's vibrating. So it's not my horns and mouthpieces. It just rings. We like ringing. We want everything to ring. Just weed those out. Ignore those other ringing sounds. Be creative. There's the Auto-Link. That brings to a close the Auto-Link segment of our program. Now, we're going to take a radical departure. We're going to go on a little Berg Larsen safari here. Berg Larsen vacation, which everybody needs to have every once in a while. Everybody needs a radical departure. Me, I took a Berg Larsen vacation for a long time, so I can't quite seem to leave the tropical Berg Larsen island that I got stuck on. So this is one of my favorites. Often a mouthpiece that I return to. As much as I love Auto-Links, I go back to these a lot. are addictive. The power of the dark side, as my friend once said. Wonderful mouthpiece, and makes every horn sparkle. There it is. I'm never leaving Berg Larsen Island. You, if you're lucky, can escape before you get attached to one. Alrighty? Thanks for listening, and stay away from all products Selmer and Super Balanced Action before you get addicted.